Hey guys, it's Agent Zero, bringing you a gameplay on the map Overflow, playing domination, rocking some low kill streaks, because this is when I was just prestige, I was still level 14. So without further ado, let's get started. So today I wanted to talk about a follow-up of my first impressions video. In case you didn't watch it, I'll link it down in the description. I did that first impressions video after 5 multiplayer matches, I believe. It was either 5 or 6, so it was basically my first impressions. My impressions of the game have changed because I've noticed with every new Call of Duty, there's something called a honeymoon effect. You know when someone gets married, they go on a honeymoon and they just absolutely love each other at that moment in time? I'm not saying that, it's a bad thing, but people every year seem to go through the honeymoon effect for Call of Duty. What I mean by that is, when we anticipate a new Call of Duty ever since the reveal trailer of that game, when we finally get to play that game, we just absolutely love it, alright? Let's be honest. We always look past the flaws, we always look past the bad parts of the game, and all we can focus on is how amazing the game is. Okay, so a good example of that, I went back on YouTube and watched Only Use Me Blade's first impressions of MW3, and I laughed my ass off so hard, because let's be real, if you haven't watched Only Use Me Blade, very honest dude, he's not gonna lie to you, and his first impressions of MW3, he said, and I quote, he absolutely loved it. Alright, so like, he absolutely loved MW3. He just couldn't stop raving about the game. All he could say was, support is such an amazing idea for snipers like me, where I can run around and do whatever, and if I die, it's okay, I'm still on my kill streak. And he kept on going on and on how MW3 was just so amazing. And then, if you watched Only Use Me Blade when Call of Duty MW3 was wrapping up in its life cycle and Black Ops 2 was like a month from releasing, all he can talk about how the game was a piece of you-know-what, how it was just so bad, how the spawns didn't work, how stuff was still overpowered, how the maps were so dumb, how it was just super annoying to play the game, and he said it felt like a job more than a, hobby to get gameplays in. He just absolutely hated MW3, but if you went back and watched his multiplayer, or his MW3 first impressions video, he loved it. So, obviously what I'm trying to get at here is, first impressions aren't your last impressions, so if, let's say I absolutely love something right now, a month from now I might hate it. So, that's what I'm going to get at here with my follow-up here. If you recall, in my first impressions, I just talked about multiplayer because that was the only experience I had with the game at that moment. But I have got into I have played some campaign as well as zombies, so I feel like I'm more experienced with the game, so I can give a more deeper impression of the game. So first I'm going to start off with campaign. I went through the entire thing. I got the best ending. Yep, that's right. Props for me, best Call of Duty player alive. So I got the best ending. I was pleasantly surprised by it. Absolutely liked the campaign in Black Ops 2. I didn't really like the MW3 one, so it was a nice change. I have to say, if you're not one to play campaign a lot, I suggest you should try it out. It's a fresh taste of Call of Duty, in my opinion. Because I'm more like a multiplayer kind of guy. I don't play any other game modes. Like in an MW3, I basically just did multiplayer. So when I tried out this other game mode, I was like, I actually really enjoyed it. I might even go back and try and get a different ending. So, campaign, pretty cool. I liked it. Very good story mode. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of the writers for the campaign mode worked on a Batman movie, so it's obvious that it was written by geniuses. I absolutely liked it. Also, I played some zombies, and if you saw my one zombies video where I got killed in the first round after I got 3 kills, I'm not the best. Yeah, I still really like zombies. It's really fun. It's very fun, I like how they added transit where you're on a bus and whatever. New take on zombies, and it's just really cool. I like it about zombies. Very fun, very fast paced, especially if you play with like a party. in other Treyarch games that had zombies, you'd have to wait a couple rounds before action picks up. When you play with the party and zombies, the second you spawn in, there are zombies on the map and you're already in a fight. So it's awesome. That's what I like about it. So if you haven't played zombies in previous Call of Duties or in Black Ops 2, I suggest you check that out as well as campaign. And now, my multiplayer impressions. So, if you remember back, I was talking about how the maps were all good. I absolutely loved them. How the guns, there was a few ones that were over the top, and how SMGs dominated, and how, you know, it seemed pretty balanced at that point. Also how, you know, other things about multiplayer. And my opinions for the most part are, you know, kind of the same, but there's some slight changes. The maps, I still like all of them except for one. It's called, what is it, Turbine? Yeah, that's it, Turbine. I don't understand why I hate it. It's just, I just hate that map. It's so weirdly modeled and just, it seems like every time I go on there, there's a lot of campers and there's a lot of people with their bouncing betties protecting them from, you know, rushers. And I don't really like that map. Also, another map, Cargo. I know a lot of people love that map, but I just don't dig the whole, you know, moving crates and different environment. I mean, like, if you want a different environment, let us blow up some buildings like in Battlefield, you know? If you want us to change the environment, let us blow off the roof of a car or something, you know? So I just don't really like Cargo or Turbine. The rest of the maps I like, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. The guns, ever since my first impressions video, I believe there have been 2 patches. If not, there have only been 1. I know for a fact the SMGs have been nerfed. They increased the recoil, I think. Damage has been turned down a little, I think, as well as the range. I am not entirely sure about that. But the SMGs have been nerfed. Assault rifles, I think, have been buffed. I'm not sure. I know for a fact that kill streaks have been nerfed a little bit. The lightning strike, it will deploy a little bit later. Before, when you put down the 3 markers, it just went off instantaneous. And now there's like a slight delay. It's not like major. It's only like 1 or 2 seconds, I believe. Could be wrong. Could be like 500 milliseconds, but who's counting, you know? So yeah, that's that about the kill streaks. There's a couple of problems I have with multiplayer. Number 1, to be honest, I just get tired of bouncing Betty after bouncing Betty after shock charge after shock charge. I feel like in order to avoid these shock charges and bouncing Betties, I have to like throw on engineer, or I have to put tactical mask. And if I have to change up my entire class for one little thing, that's my definition of overpowered. Like, sure, it could be the situation I'm in at that moment in time, you know, maybe I shouldn't run around every corner like my head's been cut off, but then again, I don't want to be sitting in a corner, you know, so that constant feeling of, oh, there could be a bouncing Betty around this corner, how it just plays a huge role, it's very annoying. As well as the flashes, you've seen it in some of my gameplays. When I'm flashed for like 20 seconds. Like, it makes me have to use tactical mask. Like, if of all the classes, I might have one without tactical mask. So of course, if I'm running a class with tactical mask and I feel like there's not a lot of concussions going off, I'll switch to that one without tactical mask. So of course I get like spammed with flashes. It's just like unplayable when I have to go prone, excuse me, wait 5 minutes for me to be able to see again. Then I get hit with another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then it's insane. So I don't know if like how they can possibly fix that, but you know, it's really annoying. I'm not complaining. I'm not like, oh my god, this game sucks. Take it out of the game now. You're ruining the franchise. Oh my god. Unsub Call of Duty, blah blah blah. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying though is, you know, tune it down just a little bit. It'd make the experience more enjoyable, I guess. Also, a lot of people, they're complaining about skill-based matchmaking. Personally, I don't find a major problem with it. If I get put in a lobby with 10 prestigers, then so be it. Who cares, you know? it just motivates me to level up even more, so that way other people fear me when I join lobbies. You know, I'm the reason why skill-based matchmaking is hated, because, you know, they get scared when they get put in my lobby. So that's my impressions. Campaign, I love it. Zombies, I love it. Multiplayer, I still love it. There's still problems, but I still love it. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you like me, subscribe. And as always, folks, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.